My name is Mahdi Shaheeb Sher. My website is www.mahdishaheebsher.com. I think one of my interests in the world as Mahdi Shaheeb Sher is kind of the American Democrat Party. I think one of the reasons why we have kind of a global world as it is today is because we've had the American Democrat Party for the past 15 years. I think it's the longest they've been in power in maybe 50 years. So I think that the Democrat Party of America has been influential in the world over the past few years, and it has kind of completely changed it in quite a significant way. So I don't quite have favourable views of the Democrat Party of America, but I think because they've been in power for 15 years, that they have changed kind of the way it revolves. I think the relationships that we have, but also the fact that we have rising China, and we have the BRICS nations, and we have an advanced economy in India. We have a stronger Africa that's more aware of its rights and human rights. I think we have a more engaged South America as well, that's trying to economically introduce itself in the world. And so I think most of this East-West balance that we've seen with this shift of wealth from the West to the East is down to the fact that we've had the American Democrat Party in power for the past 15 years. And that obviously is a significant statement by America and its people. If it elects the Democrat Party as its government, then that's a statement to the world that that's its stance and maybe position in the world. I think if you look at what the Democrat Party have done in the world over the past 15 years, it is more of an economic policy and maybe slightly a foreign policy. So we do have issues of kind of entering foreign markets, but introducing new advanced economies in Asia, like China and India, and maybe Indonesia as well, and Vietnam. And I think with these advanced economies, that's been the priority of the Democrat Party of America. They don't have much of a track record, and maybe they don't have the knowledge or the expertise or the experience that the Republicans have of America. I think the Republicans are traditionally the safe hands of America, but unfortunately I think they are nervous about the global economic climate. And I think that's why the American Democrat Party have been in power for the past 15 years, because the Republican Party have been nervous about the global economy. So I do think there is a slightly unsettled and unbalanced world because of the Democrat Party of America, and it's because they've introduced all of these new advanced economies in Asia. I don't know what they plan on doing with them, but I think what they want to do is to build the global economy so it's big enough to support European countries for the next few decades in terms of its growth. But I think that ultimately it's failed in this, because what's happened is that these countries have demanded their own rights and equalities within the world, and I think that has had to take a precedence to some extent with the economic activity that these countries have been engaged with. So that's one of my views about the Democrat Party. I think they have a lot of responsibility and maybe a lot of questions to answer for with what they've done with the global economy. We've had austerity, we've had the banking crisis, we've had the global oil supplies crisis, an issue. We've had food insecurity with grain shipments and various other things, and rice and bread. So I think it is quite disturbing to see that the Democratic Party have done some damage in the world. And I think it will be positive to see if the Republican Party can manage to hold on to power for the next few years. I think, in my view, they're unlikely to do that because they're still unsettled with how the global economy sits in the world. But I think we probably are likely to see the Democrat Party of America return to power because they've been in power for some time now, and they have established themselves as quite a powerful political party in America. So I think that's one of my interests with the Democrat Party of America, and that's my thoughts on that. Thank you very much.